Good morning, everybody. Let's get started for our third time's a charm Super Stitch Social. We're so glad so many people are here this morning. Wow, we've got a lot going on. It's 4th of July weekend. Is everybody's groggy or wide awake from the fireworks last night? All right, if everybody wants to say hi for our friends viewing from home. Anne's got the camera turned around real quick on you guys. All right, so there is so much going on. It's 4th of July weekend. It is Christmas in July. It is kids camp. We're in between two sessions. Last week we had the younger children here under age 10, and Darlene and Ann and I had a really great week, and we're looking forward to next week with the kids who are 10 and older. They'll be making a quilt. So we've been very, very busy with that. So be honest, who would love a new sewing machine? There's some hands.
Our husbands seeing this.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Well, this is an awesome month to look at getting, if there ever was a time to get a new sewing machine. This is the month to do it. We have all kinds of specials going on. And if we have the next slide. Oop. Sorry, she's going to get that up here in just a second, but we have financing events from Janome and Brother. We have some big news from Brother. There it is. Oh, you're fine. We're back up. Okay. Nope, did it again. That's all right. Technology. There we go. Okay, so the financing offers free gifts. We all love free gifts. Support the Cherry Fest and the Northeast Fire Department as well. So with that, with the support of the Northeast Fire Department, anybody who buys a new machine in July up until the Cherry Fest, we will be giving you a ticket for their grand prize drawing of $5,500. One ticket per $100 spent. So if you buy a $1,000 machine, you would get 10 tickets towards that entry, which is a really great way to support them, as well as getting a chance to maybe recoup what you spent and then some. Wouldn't that be nice? So Janome, with their financing through July 8th, they're offering 0% financing, 18 months on purchases over $2,000, 48 months on purchases of $3,500 or more, or 60 months on purchases over $5,000. Also with Janome and Brother as well, with the free gifts we had mentioned, and the huge one is if you purchase the CM17 this month, you would get a $1,000 shopping spree here at the store for your wish list, anything that you wanted. With an M8, you would receive a 5300, Janome 5300 for free, which is great for those who have the M8 and how nice a smaller traveler would be. Purchase a 9480 and you'd receive the free automatic stitch regulator and the ASR. That's a $1,000 value right there that you'd be getting for free, plus many more. And when we say many more, Nan's going to pan here. This table is full of stuff that we're giving away this month in July as part of the Christmas in July sale. So different machines have different bundles, different packages, but every single machine that we have on the floor has some sort of a free gift and giveaway. There's software, there's thread, there's playbooks for the PR series, there's charm packs, needles, bobbins, best press. Here's the ASR, spool stands, you name it. So this really, truly is the time to do it. And then Janome, on top of all of that, is doing an endless summer contest with a QR code that stop in, or when we're done here this morning, stop up and scan that. Janome directly is giving away, looks like 10 lucky contest winners for a chance to win the Loft 100, which is a great small little portable basic sewing machine. So And if you think nobody ever wins those, somebody won a free machine from one of our flyers here back in December at their Christmas giveaway. And it was one of our customers. So definitely take a minute, scan the QR code, and enter yourself for that. Brother is also doing financing. They're doing Bring Forth Creativity special right now. That goes from July 5th today through July 15th. And it's 0% financing for 60 months on any purchases over $7,000 and 0% financing on 48 months on any purchases over $4,000. So that's a great time to get into a new Brother. Also with Brother, we are pleased to announce that we are now a gold level Brother dealer. So we have some new models in that just came in a few days ago. We still have to get them put out on the floor, but we do have some new models of Brother machines. In addition to the other goodies, Brother's offering a free 7x12 magnetic sashing frame with the purchase of a Stellera, the XJ2. We also have special bundles on all the PR machines. And then we still do have a couple of the discontinued luminaires in stock. Save now on those huge bundles, over $4,000 worth of freebies that we're bundling in and giving you if you purchase one of those luminaires. And the reason they discontinued the luminaire is big news from Brother. Their new top of the line is going to be released here very soon. We're hoping to maybe October have them in store. We can't really say too much about it yet. We're still learning little bits and pieces, but we'll talk to you. Ann or I can talk to you here in the store, Rick, anybody, and go through what the new machine is called, some of the features of it. But we are offering, if you want to be on a wait list and among the first to be able to purchase this new top of the line, a $500 fully refundable deposit will put your name in line on those machines. So when they land, it's earmarked for you. And if you change your mind, you get that back. But you do get a free Brother sewing mat. And I should have brought one in to show you guys, but it's like we have under the machines out there. That's yours to keep whether you decide to buy the new machine or not. Also, if you do buy the new machine, you'll get, in addition to everything else, a $500 Super Stitch gift card for anything you want to purchase whenever those machines do come in. So stay tuned for all of the info on that new machine, but we're really excited for all the features that we've seen so far. So as I said, it's Christmas in July, on top of being the 4th of July weekend. So this week through the 7th, we're offering 2 yards of fabric. You get a yard free, and that's Christmas fabrics. The second week, July 8th through 14th, we are offering 20% off all kits and pre-cuts that are in stock. Third week of July, panels. Who loves our panels? There. So we're doing buy 2, get 1 free, and that'll be July 15th through 21st. And then week 4 is take 20% off of all Kimberbell products. And all month long, again, your free gifts with any new machine purchase, up to $1,000 value on those. And we're also busy and hopping this month with the Allegheny Mountain Shop Hop. And so some of you have your passports. I know you've got one right here, if I can borrow that real quick. So we still have passports for sale here at the store. It has 8 different shops on it that you can hop to. And that goes through the end of July. With this $3 passport purchase, it gives you 15% off if you spend $10 or more at each shop, plus an entry. Pretty bag. Well, as supplies last on the pretty bag. Yep. No guarantee on that, but yes, pretty bag. And then as you shop at each stop, you leave your little tag you can see one has been left here off of hers already. You leave that, it puts you in an entry to get a $50 gift card for each of the respective shops. And if you hit all 8 shops, then you go an entry for the grand prize winner, which that lucky shop hopper will get $100 per each of the 8 shops. So an $800 shopping spree. So definitely worth trying to get that entry in. But we want to note on Saturday, July 20th, which is a busy day for everybody to shop hop here in Northeast, it's Cherry Fest. Super Stitch will be closing at noon for the parade, and Calico Patch up the road here will be closed all day. So that's Saturday, July 20th for the parade. And then Kimberbell. So we mentioned the last week of July for the Christmas in July special was 20% off Kimberbell. They are doing their Kimberbell Day, and it's 11 to 3 here in the store. They're broadcasting it as 9 to 1 Mountain Time, so we're backing it up so that our time here in Eastern Standard Time syncs up. We're going to have you come in, join us for a Make It, Take It. We'll be playing the Kimberbell Day as they do all of their announcements and information here on the screen in the classroom. And they are offering a lot of prizes, and it's over $20,000. And it includes a Janome CM17 that Kimberbell will be awarding to one lucky, which is huge. So it's definitely worth registering for the Kimberbell Day with Kimberbell, and then come on in and join us. The Make It, Take It that we'll be doing is one of their designs that they have designed specifically for Kimberbell Day, and then we're offering for that entire week the 20% off all of our in-stock Kimberbell products. And so what's new from Kimberbell? We have the second half of the year, we've talked about this had been coming, of the mini quilts. So this is July through December's. And then we also just got in the book with the CD as well as the embellishment kit for the pumpkins and potions. It's a ladder quilt that's Halloween themed. So it's a good time to get started on that. We don't have the fabric yet, but we're hoping that we'll get it soon. Just has not been released yet. And then coming soon from Kimberbell is a Quilty Little Christmas. And it's a collection of small little mini quilts that are Christmas themed. And the mini quilt volume 2 December mini quilt, Kimberbell made it to coordinate with a Quilty Little Christmas. So that'll be fun to kind of merge and match those two sets together. And they're also coming out with some Kimberbell zipper charms. So we had talked about last week, we were very busy with the kids camp. We had 6 children. They were ages 5 to 10. And it was a great group of kids. They made 7 projects each. We had designed 4 projects with a 5th bonus project, thinking 1 a day, Monday through Thursday. Friday, we could finish up anything that wasn't done. And if they were done, we'd give them a 5th project. Well, they were through that 5th project before they went home on Thursday. And it was a good problem to have. It was amazing to watch these kiddos. So we came up with 2 more projects for them to complete on their last day.
Kimberbell Day is the 27th, right?
It is. Yep. Saturday, July 27th is Kimberbell Day. Question had come through on the comments online. So we just had so much fun. They made a zipper pouch. So these little kiddos put in a zipper and they boxed in their corners on this little bag for all of their markers or trinkets and toys. They did an embroidered tote bag with their names on it. They made a pillowcase. They made a pair of shorts for themselves, a water bottle holder, bookmarks, and then we had them do quilt as you go placemat. So we had fun, and it's so neat to see the next generation getting into the sewing and embroidery. So then, as we said, next week then coming up, we have the kiddos who are ages 10 and older who have been doing the younger kids camp for years coming in, and we get to spend a week with them making a lap quilt. So we're looking forward to that. So Darlene, if you wouldn't mind joining us. We have a surprise demo from Darlene, and I'm just going to move a couple things here. Is that enough room?
Should be.
And I'm going to hand this over to you, the clip-on.
Okay. I'll get my stuff out of here. While she's getting it set up, Liam, can you pass that Kimberbell quilt see these things.
Sure.
See what it is.
I'll be happy to. In fact, I'll pass all three things and we'll start here and just come down the end.
Thank you.
Great idea. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, Darlene's got a really, really cool demo. We've done a couple video demos other months, but we've got
I
her
think I really need that.
live and in person today.
Almost.
Almost. Welcome. Come on in. Let's grab a seat.
Set a seat over here.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll give you the mic to.
Where you want to stick that? You can stick it wherever.
Yeah, that should be good. All right, the floor is yours, Darlene.
Okay, this is what I'm going to show you how to make. I saw a picture online, and this was my first one, and then this is my second one. There's a few little things I didn't like about this, so then I made this one. So what I did was, on the background of a piece of fabric, I drew a rectangle that was 18.5 by 22. And so when this is all over, if you want to take a picture of this, because this is the pattern, okay? And then from this outside edge, I drew another line that was 3/4 of an inch the whole way around it. Then on the right side, from this 3/4 inch line, I went down 2 inches, and then I went over 12. And then there's a space of an inch. And then there was another one that was 12 inches. There was a space of an inch, 12 inches, or whatever. So that's the pillow. If you look at it, this is where the red fabric went, was up here on this first line. There was a space of an inch, and then there was another red, a space of an inch, another red, another white, which was the space, and then these were like 22 inches long. And this is a 9-inch square. So what it looks like then, I got to roll here. And I got, oh, my purse has the clips. My purse has a lot of junk in it today. Yeah, I need a bigger purse.
Firecracker in that purse.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now it's drawn on the fabric. So I would lay the first red strip there, and then there's an inch space. I lay the next one down. Steam and Seam 2 light. You iron it on the back of fabric, and it'll stick until you hit it with the iron. That way you can pick and you can rearrange.
It's kind of like a post-it type of stickiness.
I have a sample of it. Somewhere. That was going to pass it around so you can see what it looks like.
On the strips, not on the white.
Yeah.
Right, it's on the back of the fabric.
Yeah. Yeah, it's clipped here till something. Okay. So then there's another red. This way, if you change your mind, you can pick it up and say, well, I want that one here. So this one goes here.
Big is a pillow, 20 inches.
Yeah, it's,
Look at that and pass it.
I can pass this around. So you do that. And then, oh, here it is. Here it is. See, on one side, if you pull it apart, there is a paper side on each side. But if you pull the one side of the paper off, there is a sticky in the middle. And so then you just stick that on the fabric. And then if you pull the other side of the paper off, it's sticky. Then I line this up in the corner. And this should like touch this red, and it should overlap those. Okay. Then I will lay down a piece of fabric, a piece of batting, then I lay this on top and I quilt it. And I'll sew 1/4 of an inch from the edge, like across and down and over. Then I come here, and so I do the same on each one. And as the sample's going around, you'll see where I sew the whole way around. And then when the reds are all done, then I sew the blue. It's 1/4 of an inch the whole way around it. This is where you have to trim, is on that outside edge. The first pillow I did, I went the whole way to the end, but then when I went to turn it, it was so thick it wouldn't turn. And so I found that the fabric should not reach the end of the white. And that way it's easier to sew. And then I have these neat little scissors, which are in my purse. You know what? I'm just going to bring my purse. Pretty sure. Oh, here they are. Okay. It's hard to tell what I'll find in here. These actually look like the ones they use for like trimming grapes and tying grapes, but these are for sewing. And it's nice because they have these, well, it has this little spring in it. So, you know, your hand doesn't get tired, because then what you have to do is you have to clip it like the whole way around on the long sides, and then the whole way around the blue. Then after you would make it into a pillow, you throw it in the washer and dryer, you know, just rinse, you know, and dry, and then it fringes. But it's super easy to do. Then I have another one. This is a really easy runner to make. And if you hate making stars that have a point here, what I did was I had a piece of fabric. Then I took paper until I found what size would work. And I like cut it into squares, folded it in half. Then I laid it in here just to see if I would line up the raw edges, would it meet here in the middle? And the secret is not to have it meet in the middle, then that way it's easier to sew. And so once you have your square, you would open this up you would lay it on the corner, you sew on that folded line and fold it back, and then you would trim off the bottom layers, and you do that to all 4 corners, and then it's a star. So I can pass this around. This is a square.
Center of the star.
Center of the, yeah, those like star points. And so this is a square. And so I would lay this on the corner. Those ones are too big. And I do a lot with paper. So I would lay this in the corner, and I would sew on that folded line and fold it back down. Let me see if we've got pins. I just grabbed this off my table when I left.
Didn't make it into your purse.
No, I should have got a bigger purse. I kept shoving this stuff in, and Ed's just standing there like, oh, whatever. See, and I'll pass this around. Now they don't meet in the middle, which is what you want. Then that way you don't have to worry about hitting that point. Yeah, and I just start, like with paper, and I just start cutting squares, fold them, and I lay them in there. And, if I want, that space a little closer, then I make the square a little larger. And if it's too close, then I make them smaller. But it's a fast little runner to do up, and you've got a star without thinking. And even in here, like if you didn't want to have this, like you could do a quilt block, you could embroider, you could do anything you want in this space. Okay? Which is the one? That's it. Okay, and then you can, this will be the, oh, never mind.
Thank you, Darlene.
On there, because you're fringing it, you do anything different with this, sewn this line, different thread, 2 rows, nothing.
The question that was asked for those who couldn't hear, since I have the mic back instead of Darlene, when she's sewing those strips on, since she's fraying her edges, does she need to do anything different with a different stitch or different thickness of threads?
The like fusible that I'm putting on the back is actually smaller than this strip. So like if you want to just use a glue stick, you could just use like a glue stick, but make sure, there's nothing here. These were like 2-inch wide strips. So the like fusible that I cut was 1.5.
So you have a 1/4 inch on
So
each
you
side.
have a 1/4 inch, so that
Okay.
way you can clip it and it will fray. And I only clip right up to the sewing line. So on the way to dinner last night, I was clipping on the way to dinner. And for the pillow form, I couldn't find one. So the dollar store that is across from like St. Greg's Gym, they had these bed pillows for $4. I bought one, ripped it apart, and I made the pillow form. So, do you want to?
Oh, wait. Okay.
There we
We've got to have fun, right? Even if it is a pillow fight. It's fun. That's right. It's fun. So time for show and tell. And I pulled some of your lovely show and tells from last month. It was so hard to pull all of them, so I just grabbed a few. But do you want to start down here and come on up and we'll do some show and tells? Which way should I be? Oops.
My quilt has been sitting on the back burner for like 5 years. Because everybody else's gets done before mine.
And we'll come over down here because that's where the camera's forced. Yep. Okay, we'll come down this way.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
But yeah, it sat for, like I said, everybody else's quilt gets done before mine.
Show the back on the quilt. Can you see? I know. Show the people.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, with our new camera, Anne's able to get it closer so we don't have to hold it up to the other. They're seeing the same thing you are. Yep.
Yeah, they're looking, huh?
Did you quilt it
Yes. Thank you. I did one fabric. I ran out. I needed 2 strips for 4 blocks. So you're talking less than an eighth of a, and I couldn't find the fabric. So I did. Yeah, that was my thought too.
Mm-hmm.
But it did. It blends in so well. You can't really see it. So
It worked.
yeah.
It worked. We had fun that day trying to pick
Yes.
the right fabric. Yes. Okay, Linda, I'm going to stay close enough so that you can hear me.
Okay, so when I'm not quilting or sewing or knitting with Ellen, I weave. So another use of fabric. I made these for my daughter. There's 4 of them actually that look very similar. I have a loom in my living room, and I'm able to weave, well, anything, but I'm starting with rugs because they're pretty simple to do. So I brought it over to show the ladies here, and they said, oh, bring it for show and tell because it's another fabric art.
It's a fiber art.
Yes.
It's using fabric and it's
Yeah.
a different.
Shirt's cute. Did you make that?
I did not, no. I wish I could say that I did, but I didn't. So just another use for fabric. It's fun, it's easy, and there is a place in Union City where they have like 8 looms at the Main Street Art Center. So if anybody wants to take fabric and then go make rugs or whatever else, there is a place you can go do that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Strips were these because it's just the quilting cotton that I was using. They're 2.5 inches. Yeah, they're 2.5 inches wide is what I cut. I've got some denim strips that I'm going to do some at home, and I've only cut those like 1.5 inches because they're heavier fabric. So yeah, these were 2.5 inches. Yeah.
Excellent.
How long does it take you to weave that?
The question was, how long does it take her?
You know, I would go down there. They're open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I would go down there and I'd sit for 3 or 4 hours and just weave. And I had warped the loom for 4 rugs. And, you know, I honestly, it goes faster than you think because you're weaving it with a fairly thick weft. So but I really don't know. I didn't time it, but it goes pretty fast actually. If you just do one, it takes, I'm not gonna say it takes longer to warp the loom to begin with, but that's the more difficult problem is to warp the loom. And that's why I go someplace that somebody knows how to do it. And I did it there. And then like I would go home that afternoon and I would warp my one at home while it was still fresh in my brain. So I could get it warped at home. So I have rugs on the loom at home that aren't finished yet, but I did get the ones off the loom down there. So it is fun. It is really fun. Another
is awesome.
way to use fabric.
And it's fun.
And it's fun.
It's fun. Okay. Do you have a show and tell? Nope. Did you bring a show and tell?
I did.
Okay. Marcia's coming up. I'm going to stay close enough with the mic. I think what I might do is just hold it so that I can hold it near you and they can
Well, I made this. That's more recent, but this is.
hold it up for you. That's the Let Freedom Ring from Hoop
Yeah.
Sisters.
This is my world.
Oh, wow, Marcia, that's beautiful. That's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Nice.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
What was the pattern?
It was Hoop Sisters World.
Hoop
Yeah,
Sisters World.
yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Quite a while ago.
Whole Earth by Hoop Sisters. I'm looking at your label.
She has a label.
She does have a label. Yeah. That is gorgeous.
Yeah, I made my bag a long time ago and I forgot about it until I went to put the stuff in it. No pattern, I just
Beautiful.
threw it together. So,
Thank you, Marcia. We'll start back here with Karen and Glenn.
This is an ongoing project. It's not totally done. It's just the top.
Just the top. Okay. I'm going to hold this behind you guys.
This is your fabric, some of it.
Oh, with the turtle panel.
Wait a minute. It's
Here,
upside down.
this is a top.
This is for my grandson Carter for Christmas. He loves turtles. And I got turtle for the backing of it. Turtle fabric.
That is
After my company left in the middle of August, I started on it, or June, I started on it.
whatever month that was.
Yeah. It's been a house full,
Oh, that's gorgeous.
but it's ready for the long arm.
And this turtle panel is the one that we had shown a couple months ago at one of the socials that we had just gotten in.
And this panel here I've had for years from Annie's.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All goes together brilliantly. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
took a little bit up.
His favorite color is orange, so there's lots of
Lots
orange
of
in it.
oranges. He is
He's-
sure to love that.
He's 12.
That is wonderful. Thank you, guys.
Glenn did the math on it. So
Let me tell
You gotta
that,
love a team effort.
figuring that one out was not easy.
Oh, it came together just swimmingly. Pun intended. Swimmingly.
This is the Hoop Sisters welcome.
Oh, and look at that with the purples.
Thank you.
The Hoop Sisters patterns. One is just,
Yep.
oh, there we go. That is gorgeous.
It was fun. They're my favorite Hoop Sisters.
They are wonderful patterns. Thank you, Linda. Okay, and it looks like Darla has some Hoop Sisters too.
Yeah, and I cheated because mine are just the little free gift, the downloads that you get, the coasters
yeah.
for the strawberry patch. Yeah. So,
But yeah, perfect little strawberry mug rugs.
yeah.
Very nice. Okay, and Nancy's coming up.
Yeah. Haven't been here in a while.
I made this purse. It is from Sweet Pea. It's all done in the hoop other than putting it together. So it's a lot of embroidery. But
It's hard to see from a distance, but it's
it
exquisite.
is, but
What'd you
Yeah.
use for the puffy?
well, I wasn't really happy that it got so puffy inside.
Mine is beautiful.
It really just has like a battleizer in there behind this just to support it.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like
Yep.
Tapento.
You just
Looks
did a
like
tone
it.
on tone thread.
Yes. The other one I made is on black and it was multicolored thread. And that was beautiful too.
Yeah.
But I
That would
had this and I said, I got to try it. It's faux leather. So
That is gorgeous. Thank you, Nancy. Okay.
Mine's over here. Get my steps in this way. There was a contest that I entered and it had to be, it had to have fabric and the theme was an Oscar, or it was a movie that was nominated for an Oscar or an Emmy. This is what I did.
Oh, my God.
And I love this movie, so I gave it 6 stars. You can see there's 6 stars. And I found this online, so I embroidered this. I had this fabric. And so everybody voted. And the top 3 people got an Oscar. But it was fun.
You said that you just laid this all out on your 15,000 and
Yeah, the
Yep.
15,000, the brother would have been a lot easier with the laser light, whatever, but I just did it on my 15,000. I put stuff, I just had fun. And so I just framed it instead of just making it into a wall hanging. So, but it was fun.
you said it now hangs in your sewing room.
It hangs
Yep.
in my sewing room. There you go.
Awesome. Karen, do you have one today? Over this way.
I was still in alteration mode, so I'm not getting a lot done, but I crocheted this purse and I didn't like that it had so many holes in it, so I lined it and put pockets in it.
That is beautiful.
That's what I wanted those handles for when I
Oh,
came
that
in
makes
day.
sense. Yep.
I didn't want to put a crochet handle on it because it's too stretchy.
It's right. You need
Yeah.
something that's gonna
Clever. Wow.
handle the weight of if you do a Darlene purse
Yeah.
load.
I don't know if you care, but I have a knit too. I finished one more wrap.
Oh, look at those colors.
Beautiful. Oh, the last one you had was beautiful too.
You love the purple.
hmm
And that's knit, right?
Yeah, this is knit. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
I'm just so impressed by the variety of techniques and gorgeous works that
It's fun to see it.
it is. It is fun to see it all. Do you have one? Yeah, come on up.
I'm a Karen too.
We have another Karen.
So I don't sew a whole lot in the summer, but sometimes you just get the itch, So these are quick little projects, just a little tissue box holder. I have tissue boxes all over that I like to either match the decor or change them with the season. So it takes 3 fat quarters to make 2 of these, and they're kind of opposite each other. And a little of the fusible fleece. Just a quick little project. That was fun.
It's very clever.
Yeah, and it goes in my bathroom perfectly.
I like that how you can add that nice little touch.
Yeah.
Any other? Yep. Okay, Sue's making her way up.
I'm gonna take stock in OESD.
Stand in line.
Oh, this is Land We Love. And rather than quilt it, lazy, I took, I don't know what this little thing on your buttonhole thing. What's that little round thing? What's it called? Yeah. I just did that on the back.
Just tie.
No, just a tiny little tack stitch.
Tiny little tack stick. I'm lazy.
No, that's not being lazy. That's
With her
not-
machine.
With the machine.
Oh, yeah.
I stand corrected.
That's really nice.
That's awesome. Love seeing a new technique come in too. Do we have any? Yep. Come on up.
So I made this bag. It's called a Mondo bag, and you just get it all slimed. And I loved the inside of the bag. I have everything in here. My keys, little pocket that I have for my phone, and also little zipper thing. So all of that.
You hold it up a little bit higher.
Oh,
so the
sorry.
camera can see it.
Where's the camera? So a zipper,
pocket. I just, just folded it over, you all know how to do this. I'm preaching to the choir here. And then an open, so I could just slide. And then, of course, key fob, because I lose my keys.
Yep. Yep.
So anyway, so this is, I just finished this. I wanted to teach myself quilt as you go. It's not less expensive than going to a long arm because there are a lot of structural things you have to have. But this lady's from Australia. Her name is, it's Pool Pattern. So I downloaded the pattern and here it is.
Whoa.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you. I love it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Although, I could point out all my mistakes and my sister's saying, no, don't
We
do
don't see
that.
any.
We don't see any,
But, and even the back turned out fine. I finally got smart enough to put white thread in the bobbin so that I don't have, the blue lines on the back. But anyway,
I like your
that's it.
border.
Yeah, picket fence, it's just a bunch of little houses pretty much.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
Wow. Such talent today. Round of applause for everybody. And I think that was the last show and tell, unless I missed any. Nope. Okay, so we're getting to the point where it's time for prizes. So those who brought the show and tell, I'm going to be handing out an extra entry for. And while we're doing that, for our friends at home, if you want to enter the keyword joy, 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 and that'll put you into the drawing as well. And since it's Christmas in July and all of this fun stuff brings us joy, we have joy. So we'll get that entered in, and I'm going to be handing out these extra to the show and tell bringers or sharers or what's. Okay, you didn't have. Marcia, you had one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Put this in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yep.
Oh, you don't get involved, huh? You'll see.
You will see. No, not at all.
Well, tiny little thing.
Oh. I'm just having a heck of a time.
And I think
The one for coming in. Good. Yep, I'm going to go back and visit them. Thank you. Okay, you didn't have a show and tell. Linda did. I'm just in her time. You didn't have one. They don't know what they're getting at. We're going to show them here in a minute. That sounds great. Yeah, let's do that. Nope, let me give you guys that for your show and tell. I will get the back row in just a second for tickets while we're waiting. For those who joined in from online, just have to find where it went. It's right here. We are doing a patriotic charm pack. So our lucky winner online will be receiving that. So anybody who commented joy, Anne's going to run a program that's a randomizer that'll select one of our online viewers. Now, I don't think any of you got one coming in, did you?
Oh, wait.
A ticket when you just for coming in. Okay. So we're going to start with that.
I came in the front door. Thank you. I didn't know where to go. Thank you. Is this your first time?
Okay. And then you get the extra entry for the show and tell. There you are. Yep. And then give you that. Okay. Darlene, if you can come on up, please. Did we get our online winner? The folks here don't know yet what they're winning either. Anne's finishing up the online drawing,
Oh, okay.
and then we'll share what they're doing, and then I'll have you pull it.
You can tell me when.
Okay.
Just say when. It's hard to
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to keep mixing these.
Of course. Pardon? Are you gonna make a purse? I might.
So, for those who don't know, though, on this topic, with all these purses that we've been seeing, and joking about Darlene's junk drawer on straps, did I say that?
Right.
We do have a whole line of Sally Tomato. Ooh,
The winner online.
who was?
Kathleen Silsley is the winner online.
Kathleen Silsey won online. So, Kathleen, we'll be getting that to you. Sally Tomato is a company that has bag making supplies, and we have a bunch of their patterns. We have a bunch of their notions and supplies and clasps and hardware. And so if you want to dip your toes into making a bag,
I need a big
come
one.
and see us. Yes.
I want someone else to make it for you.
Well,
Yeah, Nancy.
Darlene, why don't you share what their door prize is today?
Somebody's gonna win this. Thank you. Okay? The first one or the second one? The second one. That's why I put the first one over there, because this is the way it should be. Okay. I think I got one there.
Okay. Lucky winner is 242-635. I'm keeping the suspension going. 858. 58. Oh, congratulations. And your name, I'm sorry, your name again is Karen Washburn. Karen Washburn, congratulations. And Darlene, thank you for.
And if you want to, you can draw another one and you can have this, but you have to finish it.
Oh,
So if that's what you would like, because I got another one at home.
pardon me?
Doesn't matter.
Both, they're all in the same pot.
Okay. All right, and
Yep.
it's got everything on here. This is not permanent. You hit it with the iron, it's gonna go away. So don't iron it until you're ready. You can have that. So this will be sort of like a make it, take it.
And make it, take it. Yep, our second in-store winner.
There.
Okay. 242-6354. That's you too. Oh. Are you sure? Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it up before whomever.
Yeah, and you can take
Oh, well,
that.
thank you, Karen, for allowing somebody else the opportunity. Today's your lucky day, though, right? Yep, go buy a lottery ticket.
Okay, there.
Okay, this one, 242-6336. Oh, wonderful.
Okay, I will leave it up and then you can take a picture of that.
Yep.
And then if you want a picture of that, you can just. And so this is the pattern.
Yep, so anybody wants to come up and grab a picture once
We'll
we
leave that there. Okay, there.
once we conclude here. All right, well, I want
Boys,
to
I gotta finish that one, too. I got another one.
I want to thank each and every one of you, and Anne, who's been sitting here behind the computer driving the online feed. We want to thank you guys for coming in on your holiday weekend, and look forward to answering any questions and having more fun than we should with sewing machines with all of you. Bye-bye. Are we done?
quilts, the embroidery, that.
Oh, yes. The question was, in August, when are we going to start the block of the month quilts and embroidery, or the applique? So Ann and I were discussing this morning, and with everything that's going on this month between the shop hop and the kids camps, and we're going to wait and start them in September. Steve has been very, very busily cutting out pieces. That table over here is covered in pieces. We're getting the kits put together for the applique block of the month. And then we have the pieced one. So we will be getting information out in one of the e-blasts, but we will begin those programs in September. And then that way, anybody who's still traveling, and there's been some interest from a few folks who are on the road right now. So that'll allow everybody to get kids back in school and settled into a fall routine. And that is, and I have the other one in there, but for anybody who doesn't know, this is the applique program. It's called From the Heart. And it'll be a laser cut program. So sorry for delaying it a month, but we think it's going to be best for everybody to wait and get into it. Okay. Is the live feed done?
No.
Nope. Okay. Any other questions or comments before we wrap up? Okay. Hearing none, we're going to thank you all and again say goodbye to the live feed. Those in store, if you want to wait just 1 second before you get up. And Ann's getting the live feed concluded and the awkward moments of finishing it.